Alrighty, here we are in game 2 of the series between Spacemarine and parbuty. Spacemarine taking a very handy early game 1, destroying his opponent in what was one of the most one-sided PvPs we've had all night. 29 workers killed. So here we go into Derelict Watcher. Protoss versus Protoss on a Protoss-tiled map. With me is Zweig, my Swedish co-host.
Indeed I am.
And he's going to help me do the intros. So in the top right-hand corner, spawning for NUB is parbuty as the pink Protoss player.
And playing for Copenhagen Wolves is Spacemarine. And
Spacemarine,
right, yep.
Being a Warhammer 40k trope, which I'm fairly certain they stole the idea from StarCraft. Or the other way around, I can never remember which one's older.
Yeah, it's really hard to remember. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I do think Warhammer is older, because I think it was like 70s maybe.
Is that old? Wow. That is just amazing.
Warhammer Fantasy is the oldest, so I don't know actually when 40k came out. But anyway, we are digressing from StarCraft, which is never a good thing. So Scout coming out from our pink player.
Yeah, actually, parbuty once again scouting very early as the last game. He's right there probably hoping not to see a 4-gate once again from his opponent. And Spacemarine, I must just say, last game, that was an amazing show of calmness, I must say. You know, he saw his opponent also going for 4-gate, and he said, no, you know what, I'm just going to be more aggressive than you with my pylons and just warp in your base, you can't do anything about it, and I'm just going to rely on my photon overcharge and my probes. And it worked so well for him. So well.
Just in those early aggressive stages of the PvP, it is all about who doesn't flinch and make mistakes. And we do see another gas steal. Seems like one of parbuty's moves is to steal the gas. I don't think it helped him last game, so maybe probably wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, but this time though he's getting okay, never mind, he's just getting one gas. I was thinking, looking at his production tablets, he's getting his own 2 gases, but no, 1 + 1 is actually 2, so he's only making 1 gas himself. And Spacemarine, he's just probably going to do the same. He's going to see 1 gas taken, 1 gas stolen from him, so he could probably just try to block it off. And some nice micro as well, of course, from Spacemarine here, make sure his probe doesn't get caught. And now, yeah, he's just going to block it, and as soon as parbuty wants to get the gas, he's just going to build his own to steal it. So, yeah, I think Spacemarine once again doing exactly the same kind of build, but this time he's chroning out his cell to make sure that he really can get this assimilated down quickly. He needs to get this gas, though. Though, I must say, I must give it to Spacemarine once again, you know, he's a bit ahead, 23 to 21. He also, you know, he'll get the later gas deal, is always nice. Yeah, it's looking really good for him.
To me, the thing about this gas steal is that it seems a bit antagonistic in the way Spacemarine is playing. In the, you know, he is a Grandmaster, so you probably wouldn't want to unduly make him kill you as fast as he can, which I think kind of happened in that first game. He was like, well, steal my gas, I'm just going to kill the hell out of you, so he did.
It's kind of the play where you know he can be so aggressive that you actually don't want to make him angry. You just want to please him as much as possible, then try to sneak in an attack or something to finish him off.
That's if you're a master and you're going up against a Grandmaster and you don't play at the Grandmaster level all the time. The Grandmaster guy is the Hulk. You gotta calm him down, maybe play him some music, and then slip the DT dagger in between his ribs.
Ouch. Yeah, that's how Dale plays his games. He makes sure they think he's a friend, and then he just finishes them off. So Spacemarine, anyhow.
Terrible cheat.
So anyhow, he does scout one of the pylons here. Also, he does see the probe coming down from his 3rd base location, so he should be able to know there are.
We already have some aggression coming up the ramp of Spacemarine already. Sorry, we had some aggression. A couple of zealots coming across the map, and they got sniped by these stalkers, the stalker and the zealot there, and so the stalker zealot is just a stalker now.
Yeah, and right now we do also see the parbuty Spacemarine will scout for a 2nd base, or parbuty won't actually be able to scout for it though. What is parbuty doing though? He actually is on 3 gates, and his opponent is on 3 gates. Do you see the robo going down for Spacemarine quite a bit before his opponent though? Wonder what parbuty will actually try to do from here on out. Ooh, there we go. And the Nexus going down from Spacemarine. And what is parbuty saving up for? Is he going for the Nexus without the robo?
Well, he did go 3 gates, so he was leaving himself open for some sort of tech, but we do have this engagement on the ramp we'll focus on for the second. These Zealots chasing away the units, and I love the Zealots in this Stalker Zealot composition. It always gives you that edge. And I think Spacemarine accidentally just shot his own Zealots, unfortunately. But a warp in from parbuty in the third ramp is giving him a bit of an edge here, keeping the unit production up. I think both players still macroing a little bit, taking their expansion each, but I think this might fall. The mothership core is there and it does have enough energy, but the Nexus won't come online in time.
No, but we do see 5 Stalkers, yeah, sorry for that, but we do have 5 Stalkers for Space Marine running around, sniping off Stalker after Stalker, just kiting those cells. We'll probably lose one of them, there we go, yeah, so only 3 Stalkers left, but still, nice micro for Space Marine, splitting them up as well. Still quite close though, and he needs to get the whoop in. Here we go, 3 more Stalkers on the way. He should be able to hold it, but still, that was quite close.
He definitely bought enough time to get the Nexus finish, and once the Nexus finishes, the mothership core is going to change this attack into a very bad thing for parbuty. So he probably knows now that the mothership core is around somewhere, so he takes off, falls back down the ramp and out of the range of the photon overcharge, but leaving the mothership core in the main just to defend against any shenanigans, which is a really nice play by Spacemarine.
Yeah, I think so as well. Prowty though, still only on his 3 gates. He's not actually getting any kind of tech, which is really surprising me. Though he's still relying on only 1 gas, while Space Marine on 2. So he will get the mineral income, of course, from that. But really want to see what he's going for, because his attack will be so delayed. We see already the first Immortal halfway done for Space Marine, and Prowty only on 3 gates. 3 gate versus 3 gates Robo is not the best, but overextending quite a bit is Space Marine. Prowty will try to hunt him down, though Space Marine, of course, with the highest Stalker count, so he can start picking off Stalker after Stalker here, and it's looking pretty good for him.
Got really amazing micro Space Marine. I'm really enjoying his movements, using the 4 Stalkers to kind of tag back at the other Stalkers to give that one a bit of time to get away so it didn't get sniped off. Really nice timing. Anyway, so the engagements are going to level out here as I think both of them realize they can't get the upper hand, both on 2 bases, and we'll see who gets the tech first.
Yeah, that is indeed true, and right now we do see the first Immortal out for Space Marine, so he can be quite aggressive with this. I mean, just look at the army right now. We do see 1 Immortal, 7 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, and a Mothership Core for Space Marine. Well, parbuty, he's on 3 Cells and 4 Stalkers.
I really like his choice of Immortals right now, because he can roll this Immortal directly into this Stalker force and actually win the game from this point. And he might actually do that after he scouts at this Phoenix.
Yeah, but Space Marine though we have to note that parbuty, we have to note though that he has 6 more probes, so that is a small economic lead for him, and something that might go in his favor later on. So if he manages to survive, he does have that high income, and since they're making the probes at the same speed, it should be quite hard for Space Marine to just catch up like that. 2 more gates going down for parbuty, making it 5 gates right now, and also of course with the Robo, so he'll start.
Prism.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
So it's going to be Immortal drops backed up with gateways, so that's a really, really powerful play. He's got 1/1 on the way too, just +1 on the way, yep, sorry. But parbuty's thrown down the robotics facility, so so he's going to Colossus, and we saw earlier that Colossus versus Immortals, not so good. Unless, if Space Marine doesn't commit to Immortals and just ends up with 1 or 2 or something.
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, though, picking up those 2 Immortals, this can do tons of damage, all depending on how quickly parbuty can answer to this. Of course, no blink in sight for parbuty, so he will have a really hard time picking this off, I would believe. But we do see a double Stargate from Space Marine, and this is a huge transition, also with the +1 weapons. From Space Marine, sorry, we'll be able to, really transition heavy into those Void Rays. And right now, here comes the drop though, and looking to see how much damage he can do with this.
Yeah, he's probably going to get a bit of damage done. All of the forces for parbuty are at the front, so it'll take him a while to get there and back. Positioning that Warp Prism really well for the exit strategy that's inevitable, and he does get up there fairly quickly, but he takes off without the Immortals. That's a bit of a misclick, I imagine, but he does get... Oh god, then it goes down! That is so devastating. Oh, I can feel him clenching. Oh, the poor guy. You never want to see that happen. So yeah, that's a massive blow, and I think parbuty knows that he is now in a huge timing window where he could get in and probably do a lot of damage. So whether he tries to exploit it or not, it doesn't look like he's going to.
No, actually, it looks like he just wants to get his robot, and that'll go with the Twilight Console as well, going down from parbuty. But Space Marine already with the Void Rays. Of course, he didn't want to lose those, but oh, one more War Prism on the way. He really wants to get these Immortal drops going. So it was really sad for him, of course, losing that one. Otherwise, he would have been able to have double Immortal drops, or even those two at home. But oh, is he going to push out?
I really like the showing of the Immortals, like doing the Immortal drops, showing them, look what I've got, and then the tech switch into Void Rays. It's going to be completely unexpected. I don't think the Stargates have been scouted, and yeah, he is going to push out by the looks of things. I think he might try to get a bit of map control to keep parbuty away from the Stargates, to get to a critical mass of Void Rays, and then show them before he can do anything about them.
I think so as well. I mean, right now, we do see him getting out those Voiders with the +1, the charge as well. And look at that, he's going up to 7 gates. I mean, 7 gates with double Voider production. You can't really, you know, sustain that for a longer period of time, just, you know, from 7 gates. So basically, he really wants to go for the all-in push here, it looks like. And he really wants to go for the throats. And parbuty, meanwhile, is getting a Colossi. And that's not the best choice against Voider. This will all go down to the positioning of the Voiders, though, because of the fact that he doesn't have those extra 2 Immortals, which would be huge at this point. And actually using that Warp Prism as a movable pylon might even warp in those 4 Zealots and drop them in the main base and warping it even more. So we'll see what it chooses to do. Of course, the third base of parbuty right now so open, so vulnerable, and Space Marine, he has so many options to do right now.
This army from Space Marine is very powerful, but it's very even. Nobody has the upper hand here. The Void Rays are going to give him an edge, and I can't emphasize enough how much DPS +1 air weapons adds to Void Rays. It's maybe the biggest DPS difference in the game. And we do see a small Zealot warp in the in the main base from parbuty, from Space Marine here, forcing a huge Zealot warp in, probably an overreaction.
Oh
in fact,
my
even gets 3 of them out, but he's going to lose it again. Oh no, he saves it, and he takes up into the third base of parbuty, knowing all of his forces are distracted. He was probably trying to get the snipe off, but realizes that he's going to get down there in time to defend it. But he may force a bad engagement for parbuty here, and I think it might be the only way he can win this. But parbuty moves out in a nice big arc, and he gets a huge concave.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that amazing concave here from parbuty. But Space Marine doing so much damage with those Voiders, of course.
Look at the Void Rays, oh god.
Yeah, just slaughtering everything. And yeah, there we go. The last Orcs are almost dead. Only 2 left. And look at those Colossi just falling to the Void Rays. Now he's morphing even more Stalkers. But where's the rest of the units from Space Marine? They're actually left behind. He's losing Void Ray after Void Ray. And he's actually moving back. He's going to lose his Void Rays, it looks like. Oh wait,
yeah,
no. Okay, never mind. They're just killing everything.
Yeah, I think he was just doing it to save his main army, but still probably not a great move to just sacrifice the Void Rays like that. And if he doesn't get back there in time to see it, and he snipes off the Cyber Core, so that's it. That's all of the Stalkers he's got for now. But look at the damage difference between normal Void Rays and Void Rays with +1 versus nothing. It's just unbelievable. Look at them cut through those Stalkers.
parbuty right now, sorry, but parbuty just lost all his Stalkers, almost only 3 left. That's his entire anti-air. And there we go, they just died. No more anti-air, and parbuty's just moving out right into the claws of Space Marine, who's just going to attack right into the Colossus. 1 down, 2 down, and the third down. Wow.
Control A. Control A is the nightmare of all Protoss players. But that Void Rays are so good. I love Void Rays so much.
Control A?
One thing I think that a lot of